Homer's Iliad, the epic of epics, but so much more. Broken into 24 books, the Iliad covers the Trojan War, full of clashes between gods and between heroes. The story begins with the Muses setting the scene. The war began after Menelaus, the king of Sparta, discovered his wife Helen was abducted by the Trojan prince Paris. Now, after 9 years of war, Agamemnon, king of Mycenae, and commander of the Greek forces, is at odds with the champion Achilles. They had taken Chryseis and Briseis as their respective concubines, but after a plague sent by Apollo devastates the Greeks, Agamemnon sends Chryseis free and takes Briseis for his own. Angered, Achilles declared that he and his Myrmidons will not fight for the Greeks. Achilles, through his mother, reaches Zeus and has Zeus trick the Greeks into a disastrous defeat at the gates of Troy. During the battle, Menelaus dueled Paris and nearly finished him, until Aphrodite flies Paris to safety and into bed with Helen. There is now a truce, but Athena, being sneaky, tricks a Trojan archer into breaking said truce. Now they're back at it again. The Greek champion Diomedes wounds both Aphrodite and Ares in battle. Apollo warns about a war between gods and mortals, so Zeus forbids any involvement of the gods. Well, guess who just came onto the scene? Paris' big brother, Hector. Fresh from whooping Ajax and his Greeks, Hector is now shifting the war into high gear. With no gods, Hector and the Trojans push the Greeks back to their ships. Hera seduces Zeus, and while he's distracted, Poseidon aids the Greeks. The tides of war go back and forth, with many heroes dueling and getting hurt, or taken out. But then things take a turn. King Nestor gives an impassionate speech to the Greeks. Achilles' lovers, Patroclus, heeds the call. Donning Achilles' armor, he leads a charge against the Trojans. He goes all the way to the gates of Troy, only to be taken out by Hector. When Achilles hears about this, he falls into grief and vows revenge. On the warpath, Achilles leads a charge of the Greeks, from the beach to Troy, cutting a bloody way through legions of Trojan soldiers and a river god. Achilles arrives at the gates of Troy and challenges Hector. He unalives Hector and drags his body behind his chariot. Achilles honors Patroclus with a grand funeral. But later that night, King Priam of Troy sneaks in Achilles' tent. He begs Achilles to be allowed to bring Hector back to Troy for a proper funeral. Moved by Priam's grief, Hector allows it. The poem ends with Hector's funeral, emphasizing reconciliation and shared humanity rather than triumph.